Hello, welcome to this episode of Talking About Rock. I'm Rob Edwards. Here we bring you rock interviews from veteran and upcoming artists. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date. Follow us on our social media and our website, talkingaboutrock.com. Today's guests wanted to create a unique and prolific sound utilizing many talented artists with various voices and musical gifts. The A.D.A.M Music Project was founded by A.D.A.M DeGraide, with the idea that collaboration is one of the best ways to make music. The songs are inspired by video game characters from new and old games. Up next, the A.D.A.M Music Project on Talking About Rock. Okay, let's welcome A.D.A.M DeGraide and Dameon Aranda from the A.D.A.M Music Project to the show. Guys, how's it going, man?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Doing great, doing good, man. All right. Very, very cool. So I guess we'll start with you, Adam. So what led you to choose to do songs inspired by video game characters? That's pretty interesting.
Well, I'm a huge gamer. I play probably 2 to 3 hours a day. Dameon will tell you I'll even break from studio time sometimes just to get some games in. So ever since I was a young kid, I've been gaming. I'm not the youngest cat in the planet, as you can tell, but I'm also not the oldest. But at the end of the day, we had, just enjoyed playing games, and I played them for hours and hours. And, I was something I was thinking about when I told Dameon I wanted to do the project. I said, hey, I want to work on some hard rock stuff. I wasn't sure what I wanted the subject matter to be. I said, but I'm thinking about doing it about video games. I said, I don't have any teenage angst. I'm not like angry at my boss, or I don't need to prove to the world something,
Right.
I don't need to change change Earth with my political or religious views. So I was like, you know what? I said, I love gaming. It seems like rock is an underserved form of music right now in gaming. If you listen to a lot of gaming, it's hip hop and rap and pop and dance and stuff like that, which is cool. But I wanted to bring a rock voice to some of these characters and edge it up a little bit. And it really is an excuse to write a song, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, Dameon, what did you think when he brought this idea to you? Was it like, oh, you're all in, or you had to think about it a little bit, or what?
Well, me and Adam go way, way back, almost 20 years at this point. And so he brought the project to me and he was like, man, you want to be involved with this? I'd love for you to be involved with this. And pretty much, when it's Adam, I'm like, man, I'm sure it's going to be amazing if you're involved in it. So I just was like, man, I'm going to do it. I really didn't have any reservations because I think when we started the project, it really was just out of love for rock music, love for video games. And honestly, we didn't know what we were getting into. I think we started out with like 5 to 7 songs and we kind of went from there. And then once we had the 5 to 7 songs, it was like, okay, well, we're not done. We actually feel like we're just getting started. Then another 10 came, then another 10 came, then another 10 came. And so, now we're here and it's been amazing.
Yeah. I mean, like Adam was saying earlier, back like 20 years ago or so, rock and roll was included in so many video games. I remember my son playing games and he was learning all kinds of rock music songs, from early bands and stuff like that. But of course they change it up now in a lot of stuff, and they have the more popular song poppy stuff in music nowadays. Definitely. So Adam, this is what, your fourth full-length album going on now?
It's a good question. I think so. I think we've released Apex Rising or Apex Risen, which is the full length. We did a couple of EPs during that. So that's Apex Risen, Smash It Up, World Takeover. But that's 4! Man, you can add. And so we've done 4 full lengths. And the crazy thing, Robert, is that it's Robert, right? Okay, yes. Good. For some reason, I thought Roger for a second. I was like, my brain synapse. We already have the next album in the can. It's already done. So before we released Punch Out, we have an album, Fame, that is completely done. 12 more songs. And we're pretty passionate about this. You know, we're not only trying to release music. This is a big year for us. We're hitting the road. You know, we're doing some tours this summer, starting in Oklahoma and Tulsa, and then moving out around the country. Probably 15, 20, 25 cities we're going to do this year. So it's exciting, you know. I mean, when we first started, I didn't know if it was just going to be a band. We wrote songs and released them and did some internet stuff. But the more we started doing it, and we did a couple of live shows last year, did a big show in OKC with Dameon and the boys from Aranda. And, you know, you get that bug, man. It's like, you know, you just can't stop. So, yes, fourth album. And then the fifth is in the can. And then D and I will write the sixth album. We're already committed to being in the studio in September to record it. So that will be done when Fame comes out. That's how we do it.
Oh man, you guys are rolling. You got stuff happening. Yeah, I mean, and like you said, you never know nowadays, right? There's so much music coming out and so many different projects happening, right? You don't know if you're going to hit with a certain different thing, if it's going to get traction for you, if it's going to do that. But it's great you guys got stuff booked already, and you got stuff in the can ready to go. Dameon, this guy sounds like he's a beast, keeping you busy, man.
Well, along with all the other things I do in music, which is I try to write and record and produce for other artists as well as my own band. A.M.P has taken kind of a front seat to a lot of the things that I do now, and it's really exciting because I just enjoy the music. You know, anytime I get to do rock music, I mean, it's always good. It's always a plus. And then you add the video game content to it, and it's a slam dunk.
Yeah, Adam? Are you adding any of that visuals into the shows at all? Are you thinking about that during your
Man,
performances?
I'll tell you, my dream is that this band breaks and we end up someplace significant, because I would love to see and envision a show where it's cosplay related,
Right, that would be perfect for you guys. Yeah.
where people come dressed as their favorite character. I already do that kind of. I'll throw a hat on. Sometimes I'm Ash, you know, you never know what I'll show up as. But, you know, our first show, big show we did at Oklahoma, we ended up having a giant screen behind us. We had a decent budget for that particular show. And we had all the videos going along with the songs, which is helpful because it really helps people connect right away.
Right.
You know, but, you know, we're opening up we're like, you know, not even the support act right now. We're going out as opening for another band that supports direct to the headliner this summer that we're going out with. Not at liberty to discuss that yet because all the final details haven't been struck on that. But you know, it makes it tough for me because, you know, we're gonna do 7 songs, and I guess we could have like a little plasma TV with some visuals, but it's not like, you know, it's not like we're Shine Down yet. It's not like we're Rage Against the Machine, but we should be. But
it's throw and go. It's throw and go. That's
throw
what you
and
have to
go,
do.
man. So it's about the music, and that's kind of what we didn't want it to be a gimmick where people thought we were making, you know, that AI is writing these songs about video games or something. This is stuff that Dameon and I write the majority of ourselves. You know, I play most of the instrumentation on it. We get other guest musicians that join the project. This is real production with real music, and we wanted the songs to be taken seriously, but kind of like tongue in cheek, right? So like when you're even listening to Punch Out, you know, the new single that we have out right now off the album Punch Out, it's a serious song, right? With a serious hook and really great music, but it's all tongue in cheek, right? It's kind of like, you know, we're writing a song about boxing, about a video game from the 80s.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool, definitely. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're actually going to play the track and the video for Punch Out, and we'll be right back here with the guys from A.D.A.M Music Project on Talking About Rock.
It's on the line, feel the grind. I must put in the time, 'cause you know I've gotta win. Blood and sweat, a fight to death. There is no time to catch my breath. Every punch, every blow.
Okay, we're back here on Talking About Rock with the guys from the A.D.A.M Music Project. Very cool stuff you guys got going on, and like you said, you already got shows booked. You got two other albums in the can already, ready to go.
Well, there's actually one. The second one we have to write this summer, but you might as well consider it done. So
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So yeah, so you got another project you really can't talk much about, another tour that might be coming up, and you guys might be announcing. When do you think you may be announcing that coming up?
that's going to be up to D. D, where are we at with that?
Yeah, so we're still working on a few dates. It's basically we have this tour and we're stringing along the dates right now, and there's a few holdouts on some of the cities. But once we get those cities kind of locked in, which shouldn't be too much longer, we should really be announcing very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that because that's going to be exciting and we'll be all over the place. I can say that it's Midwest and East Coast. But that's as far as I'm going to go.
Okay, so Adam, where should folks check out your music, and where should they look for dates, shovel shows, all that good stuff?
Well, Spotify, obviously, Apple, Amazon, anywhere music is streamed. YouTube, we just broke 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, Robert, this week, which was a huge win for us. Instagram, you can follow us at A.D.A.M Music Project. The places we're pretty active, I would say, we respond to fans would be our YouTube is number one. So, like, if you go there and comment and you got questions or whatever, it's one of us answering it. Same thing with our Instagram. Other than that, you never know.
All right.
And then we have a killer website, which is AdamMusicProject.com. It's funny, Robert, because we didn't do any physical product until this album, but we've been selling a bunch of CDs and vinyls right now on our website, and it's been awesome. To have fans support us like that. We even had a guy from Argentina recently just bought the vinyl, so it's cool.
Yeah, guys, you guys got dates. You better ramp up the merch. You better ramp up the products.
I know. I was told about that today, Dameon. Crystal came to me, who helps us on the A.D.A.M Music Project. She's like, Dameon wants you to get serious about your merch. I'm like, oh, damn it. All right, great. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what it's all about now. It's definitely the merch at the shows, the product. You got to have that stuff ready and willing to go. All right, very cool. Well, we hope you guys will come back and tell us, what happened to the tour. Keep in touch and see what's happening. We hope that all works out. Very, very cool stuff coming out. So you guys check out A.D.A.M Music Project. Very cool. The new release here they got out. Punch Out. Very cool. You can check that out definitely. And look for the dates like Adam was saying on their website.
Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome day. We appreciate it.
All right, very cool.
Thank
So
you.
this wraps up this episode of Talking About Rock. Thanks to my guest today, obviously Adam DeGraide from the A.D.A.M Music Project and Dameon Aranda. Thank you to our sponsors, School of Rock North Buffalo and Unleash Music. Guys, again, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.